Every long journey starts with one small step. I think all of us have experienced that in life. And therefore today, this very, very important and long journey for this institute and the next phase that we're going on into becoming a college, a women's college, the first in the whole of Garo Hills, is a momentous and a historic moment. And I'm sure, as I said, 100 years from now, when I'm sure none of us will be there, but the people who will be there who will celebrate the 100 years of this college will remember this moment. And that's the reason why it's really a historic and a momentous moment to be here. And I thank God Almighty for planning it this way, that we are all here together. And we all know that nothing happens without His approval. So He has planned this and made this possible, given us this beautiful day and this momentous occasion to look back in the last 100 years and, more importantly, lay the foundations for the next 100 years. And that's why it gives me immense pleasure to be here with all of you. The second reason why I'm extremely happy to be here is today is International Youth Day. So being International Youth Day, this is a celebration of the youth of our nation. Celebration of the youth of Garo Hills. And celebration of the youth of our state. And what better way to celebrate than to declare and to dedicate this college to our youth and specifically to the girls' youth. So therefore, these two reasons makes this day very, very important, and I'm truly honored, as I said, to be here. And I once again wish the youth especially a very happy International Youth Day. I often, worry about our state. Of course, in the position that I am, many challenges are there. Apart from law and order, development, different social challenges, I, for one, am a person who feels that the future of our youth will most probably be the biggest challenge for us. And the reason I say this is because, not to undermine the other challenges, there are large number of challenges. Yes, global warming is there, environment impact, infiltration, illegal immigration, social change in the society, law and order, drug abuse, so on and so forth. But if you were to put it in a map or a graph, if you start to analyze these different challenges that are there in terms of how grave they are and how important the impact is on society as a whole, you will find that the most important of these challenges is the shaping and nurturing and molding of our youth. Because, and I'll tell you why. It's because this is the one factor that can help us face all the rest of the challenges. And even if we get all the other challenges correct and resolve them, if you don't give the youth the challenge of molding and shaping them the right way correct, then it will not matter. But if we are able to shape the youth in the right way, we can take care of all the rest of the challenges. I'm not saying we can resolve all of them, but to a large extent we can face them. And that's the reason why, as the Chief Minister, my large focus has been on the youth. And that's why today, when we come to an institute like this, it's much deeper than just education. Much deeper. Education is just one part of a child's life. But if we want to move as a society and face the challenges in the future, we need to see a holistic growth of the youth. Academics is one part. We need the spiritual guidance. Without having God-fearing citizens, no matter how much intellectual knowledge you have, it won't matter. Without having patriotic citizens who have love for their people, their culture, their society, and the country, we are not creating a complete citizen. Without having a citizen who is innovative, who is ready to take forward the challenge of the state, if you don't have that, we are again failing in our duty to create the right citizen. So what I'm trying to tell you is that when institutes come up, there needs to be a complete and holistic approach on how we mold the child and bring them up to the level that you would want them to. And today this institute is an institute that is known for providing those characteristics to the students that they teach out here. Yes, academic excellence is important, but you must be a God-fearing citizen. You must be somebody who respects your elders and your nation and the society. And I congratulate the governing body and wish them the very best, that in the future also they will continue to create such citizens for our state. Another thing I want to share is that as a society and as a government and policy makers, sometimes we don't realize where the problem lies. Let me give you an example. The moment Garo Hills gets 25% pass mark in class 10, the whole of Garo Hills wakes up. And we start discussing for 10 days at least. What has happened to our education system? Why is Garo Hills getting 25% pass mark? And then on the 11th, 12th day, 15th day, everybody again forgets about it. And we go on with our lives. Now, is the fact that 75% of our students failing, is that the problem? Is what I want to ask. Is the problem that 75% of our children fail in class 10, is that the problem? Or is that the result of the problem? Now the reason I'm trying to tell you this is because we as society need to put the right perspective in our mind. And then we can find solution to it. We tend to look at the result and we say that that is the problem, and we don't realize that the problem is much deeper than the actual result that we had. So what I'm going to tell you is, when it comes to education, normally we tend to gauge our performance by the class 10 results. But what is important to realize is all of it starts way before that. It starts with 1,000 days when the child is small. If you are able to feed them properly, give them the nourishment, the early childhood development, that is the time when we nurture them and their brain grows the most, they physically, emotionally grow the most. And we normally tend to ignore that phase. But I'm happy to tell you that our government has started the early childhood development program, one of the first in the country. It's a 300 crore plus program where we focus on this aspect of early childhood development of the child. We also realize that there's a problem when it comes to the adolescent age. And for some reason we tend to ignore it. Somehow the society and families normally just leave the child till they go 15, 16 and they start making trouble, and then we pay attention to them. So it's a lot of work to be done. It's a lot of work to be done, and we need to realize that we all have to work together. If we work together and we put our heads and our hearts together, we can change things. It may take time. We may not get results, and obviously there will be a lot of challenges along the way, and we will fall many times. So that's normal. But what is important is, if you have the right goal in your mind, if you have the right intentions in your mind, and if you have the faith in your heart that you will make it, no force in this world can stop you. And I leave you with that thought, because this institute has shown it in the last 100 years, and I know that the next 100 years are going to be glorious years for this institute, and I'm sure that you will keep producing more and more responsible citizens for our state. I know that there are a lot of challenges. I've seen the long list of demands, or whatever you call it, and I know that you have the intention to really push this, and that's why you make sure that you involve all of us in it, and I'm happy to be involved. And definitely, I will definitely do my best in every way possible to support, especially as I said, because of the uniqueness of this institute, the way the stress has been put on the girl child, and now the college that we're going to have, the first women's college. I think it's a matter of pride for me also to be here and to be able to do something that's going to make a difference in the lives of our girls and the entire institute out here. So definitely the smaller demands that are there, take them as not granted, but assured that we will take care of the smaller issues that you have. I think some IEC materials were there and other small issues were there. We'll take care of that, that's not a problem. But I think the larger picture is to get the block 1 and block 2, which costs about 12 crores. So I've just discussed with our honorable area also. And we will have to work with central government in this. So to answer the question of what our principal had said, whether we go to ADC, whether we go to Social Justice Ministry, whether we go to Minority Affairs, whether we go to Article 275 to Tribal Affairs, they all have to be routed through the Planning Department, Government of Meghalaya. So definitely this proposal will be routed through the Planning Department, and we will take it forward in the respective ministry that we feel is going to be more responsive. And we will push this. I cannot say right now what the response will be, but we will do and pull all our strings that we have in Delhi to try to push this project through, because I feel it's an important project. And the Honorable MLA, Mr. Thomas K Sangma, will be playing a very critical role in this, because as my advisor, he has played a very important role in the Ministry of Minority Affairs. In fact, let me be very frank to tell you, that almost all the projects that we have managed to receive as Government of Meghalaya, whether it's PS Sangma Stadium, whether it's the 290 crore Hudan Hub in Babadam, PS Sangma Stadium 125 crores, and so on and so forth, all the ministry schemes that we have received, especially for Minority Affairs, is all because of his hard work with the Government of India. And this project also, as we push through, then he will be playing the most important part. I will only be just making on signature. So my role is very, very short, but of course I will also lobby, but you will have to do all the running around. So I suggest you start, taking care of it and give him a good lunch today. So that So with these few words and with the assurance of full support from my side, from the government side, and from the Honorable MLA side, I once again thank the governing body for making me part of this history. which, as I said, that we will all work together to take things forward. And maybe after 100 years, somebody will talk about us and how we have all worked together to bring this college to the level that it would become after 100 years. So with this thought, with this positive mindset, and with the message of never to give up, whether it's the managing committee, the governing body, or even the students, just remember one thing in my life, apart from many other things, that whatever you want to do and think, make sure you follow it through. And no matter what people tell you, there will be a lot of people who tell you what you should not do. But if you think, and if you know that it's right, you should never give up. And that mindset is what I would want the governing body, as well as my young children who are here today in life, to always follow and keep remembering. Thank you very much. Good night. Good